Alright, BB40 back. I'm gonna do a couple more of these Zombie Rush survival videos. Unless I happen to discover something else that anybody might be interested in. So what I'm gonna do is, in my alt account here, I have the Vector. And I'm gonna show you just what the Vector is like to have fully upgraded 5 stars. It's strength 35,000 damage per second. It's more than 3 times that of a fully upgraded minigun. The minigun's only 11,000. And the HK says it's only 33,000, as if maybe, and maybe it's true. I'm going to do these 2 videos. I'm going to do this one's a video of the Vector you can watch, and then I'm going to do a video of the HK MG4 fully upgraded with my main account and show that one. And I don't know, they seem, after doing them both and looking them both over again, they seem very, very close. And it's very possible that the Vector may actually be the stronger of the 2 guns. But, you know, it depends. Whichever one I use at any particular time, I think it's stronger than the other. So it just, it's hard to say. But this one's just going to be for the Vector. And I'll do a separate video for the HK that I have with my main account. Yeah, this is an alt account I did so that I could come in. I did a series of 4 videos showing how anybody can come into this game fresh as a new player, and after only 5 games you can get on the leaderboard. And the leaderboard is the only leaderboard they have right now. Well, they have 2, but the main one is just how many waves you can survive. The other one is kills, but I honestly don't think this game is recording kills accurately, because I've played about a dozen games over the past couple of weeks, and my kill number on the leaderboard hasn't changed, so I don't know what's going on there. At least it doesn't seem like it's changed at all. But anyway, the waves, surviving waves seems to be the one that everybody's really interested in, how far you can go. I mentioned in another video that there's players up there at like 17,000 waves. It's like, I have no clue how they could have possibly done that, other than, you know, hacking. That's the only thing I can think of. There is another option where if you go in with another player, I did a video on this, where you can cover up every single spawn on the map, and when you get all the spawns covered up, then the zombies stop spawning. There's no place for them to spawn anymore. And you could turn on the auto skip and it'll just run forever. You know, you can get 17,000 waves that way if you want to, but you have to do it with another player. You can't do it by yourself. I don't believe it can be done by yourself. I tried covering up all 3 levels of this map, covering up every single spawn and every level, and I can only get 2 levels done. I couldn't get all 3 done myself, but maybe there's some other players who are better than me and they can do it. They can cover up all 3 levels. I just couldn't do it by myself. So I invited a friend in and we both did it together. And sure enough, when we got every single spawn covered with a deployable, either a turret or a tower, buff tower, or they call it a buff barricade now, all you gotta do is you just drop one. See where the zombies are spawning out of the ground? They come right up out of the deck. You just put a deployable on top of that spot, the same spot, and it will stop the zombie from spawning there again. You won't get any more spawn at that location. It is possible for 2 people to go in and cover up every single spawn on the map and completely shut down the game and stop all the spawning. And you just turn on the auto skip and it'll just keep going forever. It's the only one I know of that a player can get 17,000 waves, but you can't do it alone. It may be possible, like I say, maybe someone else is better than me, which I know there's people better than me, but maybe someone else has managed to do it, but I couldn't. But anyway, this is the Vector. To me, these guys, they just remind me of leaf blowers. I call it my leaf blower. It just, I mean, it just blows the zombies away like leaves. It's, it was fun. I used to enjoy it with the minigun when I first started playing. I was like, oh, cool. This is just blowing the zombies away like leaves. Leaves in the wind. But yeah, even the game, typically, if I want to just, let it run, just go as long as I can. I seem to hit a limit, and other players have mentioned this, that you seem to be able to, if you walk away from the game, you just do an auto clicker to drop healing stations. You usually typically will die anywhere from like wave 2200 to wave 2600 or maybe go a little further. But what I think happens if you walk away and you don't pay attention is that the zombies become more hyperactive at past wave 2000, where they start actually just running through your turrets, just run through the arrangement of turrets. And I've seen where they will sometimes run in and stop at the healing station and just sit there and hit the healing station. And when that happens, it cuts down on the life of the healing station. And also the big red mecha zombies, the mecha bosses, they will come right into the middle of your turrets also, your arrangement of your fortress that you set up. And they will stomp on your turrets, and they will stomp on a healing station and weaken it and drain its life. And if you're not there to drop another one when it goes away, then there will be a time gap much longer than what you may have set your timer for an auto clicker. I mean, typically in normal circumstances, a healing station will last for 2 minutes and 5 seconds, I believe it is. 125 seconds, I believe is what they set it for. So I might, if I were to walk away overnight and let it run, I would set the auto clicker for 2 minutes and 9 seconds maybe. Just, 4-second gap there, which is typically more than enough time, even with 6 mecha zombies shooting at you. It's 4 seconds is not enough time for them to kill you. But if the healing station is weakened by a mecha zombie, or it's weakened by another zombie that just runs in and starts hitting it, then that 4 seconds could turn into 10 seconds or 15 seconds. And that is enough time for the mecha zombies to kill you with their laser guns, whatever they shoot you with. They just constantly shoot you with these red bullets shooting at you, and even red rockets they launch. That's what I think happens if you walk away from the game and set an auto clicker, is that your healing station will get damaged prematurely, and this time will be cut short, and you will end up dying. That's what's been happening. But anyway, as you can see, we're already up at wave 44. I'm going to show, taking down the first zombie and the second zombie at wave 100. And then I'm going to, I can't forget if I did 150. We'll find out. So anyway. Then I'm going to pop way ahead to like 550 and show how the Vector would take down zombies at wave 550, or the bosses. But yeah, this game is set up to where every single wave, the zombies will get a little bit stronger. They'll have a little more health given to the zombies. I don't know what the rate is at which it's increased. It may be 1% or 5%, I don't know. But they set it up in the game to where every wave, all the zombies get a little bit stronger and harder to kill. And the same thing happens with the bosses. They get the same health increase over time, only they show up every 50 waves. So every time you see the bosses, they're significantly stronger than they were the time before. Now you watch how quickly you can take this guy down. I have to reload there, but look, just like 2 seconds. And the first time the boss comes out. The Vector is, without a doubt, one of, if not the strongest, the second strongest. The only other gun I could say is better, possibly, is the HK MG4. And I will do a video on that one too. So now I'm going to show you wave 100, what it's like. But anyway, getting back to my strategy here, this is what I do all the time now. I come in, I set up an arrangement of turrets, and I leave a... It's if you count the turrets from the edge, I have a buff tower right at the edge, kind of, and I go 3 turrets and then drop a healing station. And that's just enough distance where I can catch a 3rd row of turrets out there on the landing to the ramp coming up. And then what I try to do over time is completely fill that healing station circle. I try to fill every square inch of it if I can with turrets. And sometimes it'll take me, gosh, I'm trying to think if it took me, I think even at wave 500, like which you'll see coming up, I don't have it completely full yet. It may typically take me to about wave 800 to completely fill this healing station diameter, all the way around to the outer edge of it. So here we're jumping ahead at 525, and some zombies, you know, piled up. I ended up walking away to make some lunch, and came back to this. And you see how quickly, even at wave 550 or 527 now, how quickly you can take down some of these bosses. So the Vector is pretty darn strong. The minigun would take probably 3 times as long to drop one of these bosses at this wave, being that it's only has 1/3 of the damage per second that this gun has. It's a darn good gun. You know, like I say, now that I've got, you know, the best gun in the game, why buy anything else, you know? I mean, if you were to look at all 6 tiers of weapons, I do recommend for tier 1. Tier 1, you want to get, gosh, I can't think of the name of it. It's the best, just look at the best kind of pistol that you can get for tier 1. Get that and start off with that. And what I do is I will lay down about maybe 6 turrets, you know, on the landing at the top of the ramp. If you go back, you can see that's what I was doing at the beginning. And just using that initial, you know, starter pistol, not starter pistol, but the best pistol you can get in tier 1. It's strong enough to, with the 4 turrets, so you can keep all the zombies away from you. You don't have to worry about being attacked. And then, you know, drop a buff tower to double the strength of it. And then just save up about $6,000. Once you hit about $6,000, you can just keep clicking on the guns, and it'll take you right up to the tier 6. You can skip over tier 2 to tier 5, just skip right over them. Don't even waste your time even stopping at them. You don't need to. If you get that, you know, the best tier 1 gun and upgrade it to 5 stars, then you can, like I said, it's strong enough where you can just save up $6,000 and just go right straight up to tier 6 weapon. So I just go straight up to my Vector. I don't use any. I never stop at tier 2, 3, 4, or 5 anymore. It's just a waste of time. I don't even bother with those weapons anymore. So there's no sense, even though I've got now over 5 million Zombux saved up. I got enough to go back and buy some of those guns, but why? I'll never use them. I don't need them. All you ever need is either the Vector or the HK. Those are the only guns you need in this game. They're the best ones you can get for Zombux. And once you got one, you don't need anything else. So I enjoyed the Vector. It is pretty good, and I enjoy the HK also. The HK, for some reason, if you hold it and you shoot it, it just feels more, I don't know. It just feels bigger and better than the Vector. The Vector in a lot of games is considered a submachine gun, an SMG. Although this game, they use it like a pretty strong machine gun. Yeah, this is just, this is what you want to work toward. If you want to be, successful at this game and you want to be able to go a lot of waves on this game, go back and review my videos of starting off as a new player and getting on the leaderboard. I think it's titled How to Get on the Leaderboard in 5 Games, basically. And all it does is show you how to start off, like I said, at ground zero, without any gun purchases, without any upgrades. You go in for a couple games, you earn just enough Zombux to where you can buy the medic. And then once you have the medic, you go in with the medic one time, earn a bunch more Zombux, go as far as you can, earn that Zombux, go back in and upgrade your healing station, number 1, then upgrade your turrets, and then get those buff towers upgraded. First time you go in, you only get enough Zombux probably to add 2 or 3 stars to the different deployables in the medic. But once you get that little bit of extra health, go back in to the medic and use the medic again. But concentrate on the healing station. That's really the most important thing that you need to upgrade. Because if you can keep healing your turrets and your buff towers and yourself, then you can keep going further and further and further in the game. It's the healing stations that make it possible to go to very high waves. So concentrate on those first. Anyway, this is just a quick review of the Vector. Not really much of a review, just kind of showing it in action. And this is another high wave. Zombies came in, the bosses came in again at 550. And I'm just showing taking those down. And that's going to be it. Now I'm going to show for the Vector. Next up, you do another video on the HK MG4. Thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. If there's anything else you want reviewed in this game, you can leave a message in the comments and request different things, and I'll see if I can find the information for you. Give a thumbs up if you'd like to get videos. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. I really appreciate that. Doesn't cost you anything. Nobody be harassing you if you subscribe to their channel. I tend to subscribe to everybody's channel when I watch a video, just to support them. I mean, it doesn't cost a thing, and it's not a big deal. So I hope you do that too for everybody's videos that you watch. And share it if you like it, and catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.